Shauna White will now introduce our keynote speaker.
Good evening, everyone. It's my great pleasure tonight to introduce our keynote speaker, Marlene Johnson. This past year, I've had the opportunity to work alongside her as the nursing lab assistant. I think my classmates would agree in saying that she is one of the most encouraging, understanding, and knowledgeable instructors we have ever had. She is always willing to help those who need it and has been an exceptional mentor to us all. For me personally, she has become a friend. She has given me guidance on my future career and has even tried to teach me how to sew. Although I'm certain I will never be a seamstress, I, along with my classmates, will be great nurses because of her. So again, it is my pleasure to announce our keynote speaker, Marlene Johnson.
Shauna, next time it's a quilt. Dear family, friends, faculty, administration, and nursing graduates, it's a privilege and an honor to be standing here before you this evening to recognize and congratulate the nursing class of 2013. I'd like the class of 2013 to stand now so that we can all acknowledge the fact that you have reached the top of the hill known as the JCC nursing program. Four years ago, as a new member of the nursing faculty, I quickly learned how intense the nursing program at JCC is for the students and the faculty. I witnessed how hard the students worked and how much stress they were under each and every day. One morning, as I was having my get ready to face the day cup of coffee at home, I tore the page of my Mary Engelbright 365-day calendar off, and this picture and quote was revealed. And instantly, I knew that this was going to become the motto for our nursing labs, to inspire the students and me to do our best to help each other achieve their goal of being successful in the JCC nursing program. Looking out at all of you this evening, I can see it was a good idea. And it worked. In March, after I was asked to give the keynote address, I distributed a short questionnaire to the class, asking them to answer a few questions based on our motto for the nursing lab. Tonight, I'd like to share some of their thoughts with you. I asked if they felt they had helped anyone up the hill known as the JCC nursing program as they climbed that hill themselves. The theme woven throughout the answers for this question focused primarily on the fact that the class worked together as a team to help each other. They formed bonds and friendships that will never be forgotten as they all struggled with and faced the same challenges. Study groups were formed. They helped one another practice and critiqued each other as they prepared for those dreaded critical elements. They motivated and provided emotional support to each other. I was able to see this unfold each week as they came to Open Lab. During the past 4 years, I think that the nursing lab has become a safe haven where the students gathered during those lab hours and helped each other. I noticed no division between the freshmen or the seniors, the traditional or the weekend students. They all worked together to help each other. It truly was amazing. to see the camaraderie that developed through these sessions. When asked who they would recognize as someone who helped them up the hill, the responses included, most of all, their family, their spouses, their parents, children, grandparents, and friends who provided support systems, instructors who wanted them to be successful and were there to help them every step of the way, clinical instructors who challenged them, who helped them to stay positive, and who helped them believe in themselves and have confidence in their skills. One student was mentioned as having helped the class by posting motivational quotes on Facebook. I'll bet you didn't know that you had the effect that had on your peers, now did you? I was also curious to know what characteristics and attributes they felt they possessed that kept them moving towards the top of the hill. Most listed was determination. One student actually wrote determined, determination, bound, and determined. Others included the desire for success, motivation, optimism, discipline, dedication, curiosity, caring, compassion, courage, stubbornness, and a desire to be a nurse. These helped you survive the past 2 years, but realize that these same qualities will be necessary for you as you continue to grow in the profession of nursing. I asked what their fondest memories of the JCC nursing program were, and they included the relationships that were formed, the friendships, fun times in nursing lab and simulations, passing third semester, that one was a real tough one, the clinicals, and how good it felt to achieve each milestone. I don't really think that the list of things they will not miss will surprise any of us. They included the stress, but thank goodness they got to eat desserts, critical elements, care plans, exams, reading, sleepless nights, time away from their family, and the clinical uniform. That one kind of surprised me. During the past 2 years, I tried to give you tips and helpful hints to help you along the way. There's so many more I have to share with you, but we don't have all night, so I narrowed it down to Marlene's top 5 survival tips for nursing graduates. Tip number 5, learn something new every day. Many of you have told me how excited and nervous you are about starting in your new positions. Medicine and technology change so rapidly that we must all make a commitment to remain current. Make it a point to learn something new every day. As a new graduate, that'll be really easy to accomplish, but continue being curious and seek to use evidence-based practice for your patients 30 years from tonight. Find a role model and pattern yourself after that person. Often these nurses love to mentor. Take advantage of that opportunity to build a special bond and, like a sponge, soak up whatever information that person can give you. As you progress from novice to expert in your clinical areas, it's my challenge to you to become future role models and mentors to the new graduates who will come after you. Tip number 4, dare to care. We are all facing challenging times in the healthcare field. We are expected to do more with less and still deliver competent, compassionate care to our patients. They expect it and they deserve it. Sound impossible? Well, it's really not. When you're with a patient and family, make them feel as though they're the only ones that you're caring for. Even though you have 10 other things to do elsewhere, the one you're with now is the one who matters the most. A smile, touch of the hand, standing silently and listening compassionately will touch their hearts, and that's what they'll remember. Will you go home some days feeling like you didn't do enough, you didn't have enough time to spend with your patient? You sure will. But there's always tomorrow to try again. I can remember crying on my way home from working, sometimes, thinking that I should have done more. But to my patients, because I did the best that I could do, that was enough for them. I've had to get boxes of tissues for family members who were sitting by critical loved one's bed and have them pass that box to me when they noticed my tears. Was I embarrassed? Absolutely not. I was touched that they allowed me in their family circle at a most difficult time. It's okay to show your emotions. There's an ad in the American Journal of Critical Care that summarizes this perfectly, stating simply, most people go to work, nurses go to care. Tip number 3, don't get in a rut, and if you do, don't stay there. During my 38 years in nursing, I've had the opportunity to work in med-surg, the operating room, critical care, progressive care, nursing education in the hospital setting, and now as a nursing faculty at the college. You'll know when and if it's time for a change. Don't ignore the symptoms. Don't be afraid to try new things in new areas of nursing. Nursing is unique in that it gives you a chance to change careers and stay in the same profession. Take advantage of that wonderful opportunity. Tip number 2, family first. You've just completed a challenging program here at Jefferson Community College. You're surrounded tonight by family members who have been through this right along with you. The challenges of your new job or school, for those of you who are pursuing your bachelor's degree, will continue to demand much of your time. Keeping family first doesn't mean having to have every weekend or holiday off, but instead it means spending quality time with your family when you are together. In our family, holidays were whenever we could be together to share them. At the end of a long shift, it's always such a great feeling to pull into your driveway and come home to your family. And the number 1 survival tip for new graduates is take care of you. We've taught you that nursing is an art and a science. Nurses must communicate effectively, problem solve, multitask, be flexible, be a patient advocate, be part of a multidisciplinary team, be able to lift, bend, pick up heavy loads, delegate, stay calm in a crisis, cover for a call-in, provide emotional support, pass meds, change dressings, take off orders, and prioritize, all while having a calm demeanor and a smile on your face. Wow, sounds crazy, but it's true. There will be many demands placed on you. That's why it's so important to take care of you. You can't effectively nurture and provide care and support to your patients and family if you are tired and broken physically, mentally, or spiritually. You must have a healthy release from the stresses of the occupation, exercise, reading, or quilting. I had to sneak that one in, right? You'll be better equipped to deal with the stresses of job and family if you find some quiet time to focus on your needs each day, to de-stress and to refocus. You all need it and certainly deserve it. My family teases me about my quirky habit of changing words to songs or sayings to deliver my messages to them. So tonight, because you feel like family to me, I'll do this for you. There's a saying that goes like this: a mother gives her children roots and wings. I'd like to conclude tonight by giving you my revised version, which is: the nursing faculty at Jefferson Community College has given you strong roots during the past 2 years, and tonight we must say farewell and let you use your wings to begin the next phase of your nursing journey. As the class of 2013, you entered the Sturts Theater this evening as my students, but as you exit, I will greet you after the pinning as a colleague in the highly valued and respected profession of nursing. I'm so very proud of you. You all hold a very special place in my heart. Farewell. Best of luck to each and every one of you. Thank you.
Wow.